Yo, what's popping, people? It is October the 15th, 2024. It's a Saturday, and today we're back reading the book of Psalms. I'm finally feeling a little bit better. Today we're reading Psalm 10. Why stand you far off, Lord? Why do you hide yourself in times of trouble? The wicked in his pride does persecute the poor. Let them be taken in devices they have imagined. The wicked boasts of his heart's desire, and blesses the covetous whom the Lord abhors. The wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after God. God is not in all his thoughts. His ways are always grievous. Your judgments are far above out of his sight. As for his enemies, he puffs at them. He has said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. He sits in the lurking places of the villages. In the secret places does he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set against the poor. He lies in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lies in wait to catch the poor. He does catch the poor, and he draws him into his net. He crouches and humbles himself that the poor may fall by his strong ones. He has said in his heart, God is forgotten. He hides his face, he will never see it. Arise, O Lord, O God, lift up your hand, forget not the humble. Wherefore does the wicked condemn God? He has said in his heart, you will not require it. You have seen it, for you beholdest mischief and spite, and requite it with your hand. The poor commits himself unto you. You are a helper unto the fatherless. Break you the arm of the wicked and the evil man. Seek out his wickedness till you find none. The Lord is king forever and ever. The heathen are perished out of his land. Lord, you have heard a desire of the humble. You will prepare their heart. You will cause your ear to hear, to judge the fatherless and the oppressed, that the man of the earth may no more oppress. This is a deep psalm here today. So the psalm begins and it talks about how God seems to be far away sometimes when we are in times of need. And I've felt that way before. Maybe even recently I felt that way, maybe like a couple weeks ago or so. But recently I haven't felt that way, and praise be to God. But sometimes God does seem that way, and you feel that way about God. But it's never really true. You know, it's never actually true that he is far away, right? It's just that God is always, I guess, plotting in a sense, right? He always is planning, and he has a plan that is far above our own. And so we see bad stuff happening. We're like, God, why aren't you doing anything? But God has a plan to take care of wicked people, to take care of your problems. It's just that his plan is not the thing that we necessarily think is the right thing, right? We have our own little schemes, our own little ideas, our best way of handling the situation. But God is way smarter than us. And so rather than trusting in our own imaginations and in our own thoughts, right? We were talking about this a couple of episodes ago. We should be trusting in God instead, and God's plans, God's thoughts, God's schemes, or whatever you want to call them, right? Scheme kind of has a negative connotation to it, though, so I don't want to use that word. But, you get what I'm saying. And then it talks about just the wickedness of the world, right? It talks about all the evil, all the wicked people in the world. And the world is still like this. And I don't know, I've just noticed that there's a lot of people that want to pretend like there isn't just disgustingly depraved wickedness throughout the world. But there really is. There is malice. Like, there are people who are just so evil that it's like unimaginable. And they're everywhere, man. And the number is growing. It's worse now than maybe it's ever been, you know. I can't say that for certain. You know, of course, we have the time of Noah, and the time of Noah was pretty bad. But things are getting pretty bad, you know. The wickedness is abounding. But then at the very end of this psalm, we kind of see how much God hates wickedness. And David here, or whoever wrote it, right, the psalmist, is praying that God will break the arms of the wicked. And then he talks about how God is going to chase down the wicked and, you know, pursue all evildoers until there is no more evil in the world, you know. And as Christians, we should really hate evil. Like, that's how much God hates evil. He sees someone doing something evil, you know, being unjust to the innocent, being oppressive to the poor, and God wants their arms to be broken. God wants to kill these people, you know? And we should have the same kind of feelings in our own heart when we see wickedness, when we see immorality, when we see evil. Anyways, that's all my thoughts here today. I hope this has been edifying for you guys. May God bless you all. May the Most High shine His face upon you. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.